Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video going to go over the trades we took in Discord as well as the plan going into tomorrow. So today, this is what we looked like and what we did. So Alpha Open, if we go to the 30-minute time frame here, obviously, the puts went negative yesterday or last week, whatever day today, yeah, last week. That ended up pushing us higher and crossing the 30-minute time frame on the call side. So 30-minute ended up crossing today on the calls. Is this even the right chart? Yeah, okay. So 30-minute ended up crossing today on the 600 calls. Since these are the contracts we had today, it was either going to be the 595s or the 600s. We got the 600s today because we did gap up, and with this 10 crossing above the 50, markets flip bullish. And when we do get that cross on the 30-minute time frame with the 50 being flat or sloped up, that's when we get trend. And since the market's bullish, our focus is on the long side. Like, something you have to understand with the system is knowing what trades you want to be taking and how to take them. So in this context, the market's bullish, so what you want to be looking for is a 0 DT cross on calls, 50 SMA dip on calls. Those are the only trades really you want to be taking when we are trending bullish. You always want to be, for the most part, trading in the direction of the trend. That's what will get you the most points, and you'll be most successful in doing that. So this is what we looked like on the 0-day chart. If we go to the 0-day chart, it was a pretty unfortunate day. Okay, so right off of open, the 0-day chart ended up crossing. But I never got an entry on this. I mean, like, chasing this at open in my eyes was just not a good idea at all. The contracts were all the way up at like 150 to 115 or 115 to 150 a contract. The 10 and 50 were literally all the way down here at like 0.25 to 0.30 on the initial candle open. It took so much time to catch up to the 10. So like, taking this cross, in my opinion, was just not a good setup at all, because the risk to it was very high if we did get a pullback to the 1050. So I didn't want to take that chance and be underwater. I was just waiting for a better entry point, and we did get this dip to the 10 right here. I didn't take it though, just because I was looking for a 50 dip, because we already got a really nice move off of here. And we did trend up a little higher from here, but I was waiting for the 50 dip. We finally got it here in the afternoon, and it just didn't end up working out. I bought the 50 here, and we closed below it right here. Stopped for like 30 points on NQ. Is what it is. Sometimes that'll happen. I mean, it just really is unfortunate because the market's bullish. We were looking for this 0 DT cross right off of open. We just never got an entry, and this thing ended up ripping very hard. If we got a pullback right here, I mean, this would have been a textbook short, or textbook long, since the market's bullish and we got the 0-day cross here. Sometimes that'll happen. I mean, just didn't work out. We didn't get our entry, and then this 50 dip didn't end up working out right here. So I mean, it is what it is. Some days it won't work. That's just how it is. Nothing is 100% certain in the market, but if we flip to the put side real quick, because the 0-day puts ended up actually crossing right here and providing a decent move. This 50 right here, I believe, did turn up on this candle right here, and then with the next candle ended up just nuking. A little bit of a riskier trade, but I mean, we did still have room in the 30-minute 50, so if you wanted to go light size on that, you could have caught some points. But obviously, I wouldn't expect that to continue lower like a ton, just because the market is still bullish and we were nearing the 30-minute 50. So I stayed out of this. I didn't really want to bother taking a short while the market's still bullish and somewhat near that 30-minute 50. So I stayed out of that. I just took that 50 dip and called it a day at that. Red day for me. Obviously, for the people in the cord, most likely if you follow that trade, you were red. But is what it is. If we go to the charts now, we'll go back to the 30-minute here. As you guys know, the calls are crossed right here. This 50 is questionable. I mean, it looks pretty flat at the moment. There's a slight downward angle, but then it like slightly curled up right here at close. So I mean, it's kind of iffy right now what that 50 looks like. It looks pretty flat, but obviously it's down slightly. So I'd still favor upside tomorrow, just because we're at a massive pivot here on the 30-minute. And I'd expect some sort of bounce up to the 10 before, if it did want to break lower. And then if we go to the put side real quick, this is interesting because the 4-hour 50 ended up appearing right here. It's pretty small, but you could see it right here, and it's looking to cross negative. The 10's gonna go below the 50 here, most likely at open tomorrow on the new candle. And with that being said, the put's going negative on the 4-hour, and the 30 minutes sitting at major support. I'd have to favor the upside. I really don't see a bear case at all right now. So until we lose that 30-minute 50, there is no reason really to be bearish. The charts are super bullish in my opinion. You know, so tomorrow, again, just like today, we're going to be looking for a 0 DT cross on calls, 50 SMA dip on calls after the cross. Those are the only setups you really want to be taking if the market remains bullish, which it is right now. And then let's say we do gap down tomorrow, lose the 50 here, cross negative. Okay, in that scenario, then you'd be looking for a put cross since we are below that 30-minute 50. And if it does go negative, most likely that'll push us to the downside more since the bulls are losing the trend. So most likely we'd be getting a put cross in that scenario. And, you know, when we are neutral at that point, you know, you really don't want to be buying the 50 dip. You know, under certain circumstances you can. It all really depends on how the 50 looks and, you know, how this negative cross is going for me to buy the 50 dip on the 0-day chart if this is going neutral. But I still favor the longs. You know, no reason to really be bearish at the moment. We did reject this 1 hour 50 right here. We broke above it a little bit and then it got back under, rejected. It is down a little bit, but until we lose this 30-minute 50, I can't really be bearish. So, you know, that's what we did today. That's the plan going into tomorrow. So, you know, just look for those trades I gave you guys. Take good trades. Drop a like, drop a sub if you're new. Join the course if you want to learn. I'm out. Peace.